Morning everybody, welcome back to Brandon Lester Fishing. Another beautiful morning. Gonna do something a little bit different today. I've been using jigs pretty much this whole fall, late summer, early fall so far. I'm gonna try some minnow fishing today. I know a lot of you guys like the minnow videos, slip bobber videos, stuff like that. I'm gonna rig them a couple different ways today. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Brought a couple of different options, but we'll talk about minnow fishing and how it how it's different from jig fishing. I know a lot of people just like to go to the lake, put a minnow on a hook, drop it down there and try to catch fish, and that's fine. So we're going to talk about some of that today, see if we can catch a few crappie. Y'all stay tuned. Hey everybody, just a little side note right here. I just wanted to drop this in there real quick. The audio is not great in this video. The video turned out really good. We caught some really big fish. So the video is definitely worth watching. I'm working on the audio. I got a new GoPro. I've got some new wireless mics. I'm trying to work through all that. Just trying to get better. So y'all just stick with me. I just wanted to drop that in real quick. Enjoy the video, guys. I appreciate you watching. They see it. Here comes one to look at it. Oh, he got it. There's one. There's this one. What do we have? A bass fish on a big long pole. Smallmouth. Oh, he's bending that pole, ain't he? Skinny rascal. Come here, buddy. Oh, goodness gracious. First fish of the day. I knew them with some awful big dots down in there, but to be honest with you, I thought they were crappie. That's one thing about using minnows. You're gonna catch a little bit of everything. Bass, catfish. Get back down there. That's not what we're after, but we'll definitely take him. Get us another minnow on here. I'm just using medium-sized tuffy minnows. I like one that's real good and lively. I don't like too big a minnow for crappie fishing either. And right now I'm just hooking them right up through the lips, just like that right there. And my setup is about as simple as you can possibly get. I've got a number 4 Mustad Aberdeen hook, a size 3 split shot. I got 8-pound Vicious 100% fluorocarbon leader, 7-pound Vicious panfish braid. This is a 14-foot V&M jig pole and just a little small reel. And like I said, real simple setup. Nothing fancy here at all. And honestly, for this setup, you don't need anything fancy. That's for dang sure. I mean, all you're doing is just dropping a minnow down, so you don't need anything real fancy. Let me get lined back up here. I'm gonna drop back down on that place and see. I believe there's some crappie down there. I've been drifted over the top of them now. We got a brush pile of about 12 foot of water. I'll drop back down there and see if there ain't some crappie on that spot. Here we go. Here's one. Let's see what we got here. There's a crappie. Nice one too. Let's see if we can swing him in here. That's what we're talking about. I knew it was just a matter of time. I just kind of had to find them. They relocated on this spot a little bit. We got us one. That's a pretty one. It's a good way to start the morning right there. What y'all think about that one? Big old black crappie. Let's let her go. Get back down in there, see if we can get us another one. There was a pretty good school of fish there. Probably dropped on a school of about 15 or 20. Show y'all how I'm rigging the minnow right here. I rig them a couple different ways, and I've talked about this on the channel before, but right now I'm just going right up through both lips. I kind of go in the bottom and come out that top nostril. Just like that right there. And one thing that's real important, I see a lot of people do this, and I've been guilty of it myself in the past. There's a lot of times that people want to use way too big a hook whenever they're using minnows for crappie. It's very important anytime you're live bait fishing not to overpower your bait. Got another fish sniffing around down there. Always try not to overpower your bait with the hook. You want that minnow to be able to, God, I'm looking. You want that minnow to be able to freely swim around, because the more natural that minnow looks, the better your odds are of getting a bite. That one got it. There we go. That's another crappie. Let's flip him up in here. I was using the same minnow hook through the lips there for a while, and I had a couple of them short strike it. I dropped a minnow down there and hooked it in the tail. I'll show y'all how I do that here in just a second. And he grabbed it right off the bat. That's another dang good keeper. That's all right, buddy. I mentioned earlier there's two different ways I like to hook these minnows. Well, the other way is just to hook them. Just come about, I don't know, about a ½ inch up from the tail. Hook them right through the middle of the body just like that. And I just feel like it gives it a different look. I feel like most of the time when a fish eats a minnow anyway, he eats it head first. And I find that a lot of times when I turn that minnow around like that, I can catch those fish that are just looking. There we go. Just eased up there and barely grabbed it. If that's a crappie, that's going to be a good one right there. It might have another bass. No, it's a big old crappie. I mean a big one. Probably better not boat flip this one. I don't know. I got 8-pound leader. I think it'll handle it. Get up in here, baby. Oh, what a crappie. That right there, boys and girls, is a doggone slab now. I mean a slab. That's why I like using live minnows right there. I catch a lot of big fish on jigs too, don't get me wrong, but man, it just seems like day in and day out you get bigger bites on live minnows. That right there is a good fish. I mean, that fish is close to 2 pounds, if not 2 pounds. I mean, that's a dang good one right there now. Yes, sir. Let's let her go. Big old fish right there. Thank you, baby. Man, that was fun. She gave me a fit on that big old long rod. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, so I'm going to go ahead and answer the question. Why are you using such a long rod? Why are you using the jig pole? Well, number one, because I don't have a lot of experience with a big long jig pole like this, and I'm just trying to get better at it. And number two, it's because I have a lot more control over my line. You'll see me holding onto the line with my left hand, and that's how I'm controlling the line. Now, can you do this with your regular old rod that you cast with? Absolutely you can. But what I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of controlling that line with my left hand, and this big long rod allows me to be able to do that. That fish was pretty far down in that brush pile, and I saw it come out of there. I just felt that old line just get heavy. She was just kind of easing off with it. That was a big old crappie. There we go. Another good crappie. Let's see. sir. Get up in here, baby. Another good one. That's fun on that big old long pole. It's just a different feel than what I'm used to, but it's pretty dang fun. See, that's a black nose there. Y'all that follow the channel, you know there's a lot of them in the area that I fish. That's a good one. Put her back, get back down in there. Seems like I'm getting more bites on the smaller minnows. I got some medium-sized ones and I got some small ones too. There's another one. I mean, he ran over and smoked it. I watched him do it. He did not play around with it. Just ran over there and smoked it as soon as he saw it. Taking me a minute to kind of get the feel for it. It's the first time I've minnow fished in a long time, but since this time last year probably. It's another good keeper. Another black nose, 11-inch or so. Back down in there, baby. Another thing I want to talk about too is if you rig up like this just with a hook and a split shot, the distance between the hook and the split shot. Because what you need to realize is the more distance you have right here between that hook and that split shot, the more it's going to allow that minnow to move around. Okay, so to me, in my opinion, about the optimum distance between your hook and your minnow is about, I'm going to say, let's go with 12 to 14 inches. Anything more than that, I feel like it lets your minnow move around a little bit too much. But anything less than that, I don't think it lets your minnow move around enough. Here he comes. There he hit it. Got him. It's another good crappie right there. I felt him when he thumped it. I could tell that was going to be a good one. And it is. I mean, they good. I'm just going to swing around here. Use that rod. Just lift him right over in the boat. Little crappie slime on your seat ain't never hurt nobody. Come here, buddy. Look at there. That's another one of the big toads right there now. I mean, a toad. Man, what a crappie. That is a good one. Big old fat. Yes, sir. I'd love to hem haul around and show y'all how pretty she is and all that good stuff. But we're going to get back down there while we got them biting. I'm going to do my best right here to show y'all what I'm looking at. Here's the crappie right here. Y'all see that? There's my minnow and my split shot going down. Now I'm going to stop the bait before I get on those fish, okay? Now they're coming up for it. Look at them, they're all over it right there. One of them got it. I got him. You can see him coming up, right there. That's another big one too. You could see 3 or 4 of them down there swimming my minnow. Flip him over in here. Another good one. We're catching some slabs, ain't no doubt about that. Another good black nose. Good 12 and a half inch fish. If I was eating a crappie, boy, it'd be a good one. But I got plenty in the freezer. I just don't need him right now. So we'll let him go today. See you, buddy. There he is. There's another good one. Golly. I mean, there's some toads on this hole this morning. Some daggone good ones. Come around here, baby. Get up in here. That's another big old slab. Golly, what a crappie. That little, see how good that little hook gets them? I mean, that fish wasn't going anywhere. A lot of people think you need a bigger hook, but you don't need no great old big hook for crappie. There ain't nothing wrong with that right there now. Let's put her back. We'll get back down there, see if we can get us another one. He's still biting. All right, everybody, let's wrap that one up, man. That was a fun day. Just wanted to show y'all something a little bit different. I know there's a lot of people out there that love to crappie fish with jigs. I'm one of them. But I also like to catch them on a minnow too. I like to catch them on slip bobber rig, and I like to do what we did today and just drop down to them vertical with that long jigging pole and catch them that way too. So just trying to change it up a little bit, show you guys a different way. As always, all the stuff I used will be linked down in the description below. You can find most all of it at midwayusa.com. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time right here, Brandon Lester Fishing.